What's up, everybody? Got a wild one for you today. And when I say wild, I mean it's disturbing. It's a little crazy. Makes no sense, really. But by God, we're going to look at it. We're going to look at it because this is important, and it contains important information that you are going to need to know. You're going to need to know this, so let's get on it. Now, I will have to preface this by saying this is a factual, accurate, true-to-life story that can only happen in the South. But by God, it's a real thing. So let's get into it. All right, you see the press release right up here. This is true. This is in Tullahoma, Tennessee. At approximately 10:30 this morning, this will be on February 5th, local, state, and federal agencies raided a residence at Tullahoma, Tennessee. The home, which belongs to registered werewolf, Jason McEwen, has been under surveillance for the past 2 years. When law enforcement entered the premises, the scene was horrific. Officials found a drug lab producing an unknown substance, an unknown compound made of synthetic human blood, methamphetamine, and hydrochloric acid. There was also a human breeding operation discovered and what is believed to be a fight pit. So have you gotten all that so far? Werewolf. An unknown compound made of synthetic human blood, meth, and hydrochloric acid, and a human breeding operation, as well as a fight pit, at this one location. But it gets better. So they made 2 arrests, right? Jason McEwen, who was 49, was arrested and charged as follows. And this is where it gets interesting. 1 count human trafficking. 1 count possession of an illegal substance. 1 count of manufacturing of an illegal substance. 1 count operating a breeding facility illegally. You got to keep that legal. 125 counts of human entrapment. That seems like a lot. 185 counts of cruelty to human. Yeah, that's a lot. 65 counts of neglect to humans resulting in death. 1 count of attempting to elude officers, and 6 counts of assaulting an officer. Now, his accomplice, right? His accomplice in this, Miranda Felicity Delicant, she's 42. She was arrested and charged as follows. And again, it gets more and more interesting, and there's some information here you're going to need. All of you are going to need to know this. 1 count of human trafficking, don't do it. 1 count of possession of illegal substance, definitely shouldn't do it. 1 count of manufacturing of illegal substance. 1 count of operating a breeding facility illegally. Apparently you can legalize that. 125 counts of human entrapment. 185 counts cruelty to human. 65 counts of neglect to humans resulting in death. 1 count of attempting to elude officers. 1 count of giving false information to law enforcement. 2 counts of attempting to hide evidence in body orifices, vaginal and anal. And this one, she got 1 count for failure to register as a werewolf. You've got to register as a werewolf. You can't go around here werewolfing illegally. If you're going to do your werewolfing, right? You're going to howl at the moon, grow your fangs, your claws, run around here, werewolf baiting and all that stuff. You got to be legalized, right? Get your werewolf license. Be sure you are fully werewolfed up, right? You've got to have that taken care of. You got to have all the proper permits, be registered up, and do your werewolfing legally. Oh, yeah. You got to make sure that's a thing. You don't want to be out here running around there as a werewolf and not be all done, right? You got to. You just got to. You got to, so please, if you want to go werewolfing, please register first. You don't want to have to get in trouble for that, right? Both McEwen and Delicon have been transferred to a federal holding facility where they will remain until their court dates. We would like to thank all involved agencies in their corporation for making this bust. Anyone having knowledge on werewolves, vampires, or any other supernatural paranormal entities, please contact your local law enforcement agencies. And by God, I wish I was lying. By God, I wished this wasn't the truth. You can see these winners right here. There you go. Werewolf Man and Werewolfette. All right there. There's a forest out there where they go pissing and all the other stuff that werewolfing does when werewolves do their thing. There it is. So here's the thing. And there's a comment down here, and this is my sentiment as well. These people have been under surveillance for 2 years. 2 years. And all of these counts we just read out, y'all gonna let this happen for 2 years? Like the first couple of times wasn't enough to say, you know what, we better shut this down. No. I believe that what they wanted to do was they wanted to see what all this werewolfing was. I mean, if you got to register, they could have at least told us where you go to register for werewolfing. I kind of would like to know. Where do you go register for werewolfing at? All right, what are the forms? What do you have to fill out? I mean, you got to get tested first. What do you got to do there to become an official registered werewolf? In Tullahoma, Tennessee, anyway. That's what I want to know. Because I'm curious. And no, this was not done on Halloween. It's not some fake write-up. This was done February 5th. Just 5 days ago. 5 days ago. All right? It even says werewolf compound rated. Somebody had to write this up with a straight face. And that last one on hers, 1 count failure to register as a werewolf. How do you not go to your supervisor and go, what the hell? How do you not do that? That's crazy. So, have you got your werewolf license? Are you registered fully to be werewolfing? Is your government taking care of you wherever your home may be located at? What are all the laws for werewolfing where you're from? I would love to know. Vampiring and any other such supernatural and preternatural condition you may have. Because for the rest of us out here who are sympathetic to your werewolf needs, we would just like to be on the lookout on those full moons when you're out prowling around and doing all of that stuff. What the hell? Is the whole government on meth? Is that what it was? Is the whole department on meth that they wrote this up? And how do you let 2 years go watching this and not step in? Was it that amusing? What about all those dead people you talked about? Those unalive folks. What about that? It's stuff like this who gives me zero hope for humanity. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Oh! I'm out.